Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. We love talking about Japanese maples in or out of leaf, and this one's well requested, guys. You guys asked for it, so we're bringing you Acer palmatum, Miss Piggy.
Hey y'all, I'm Tim, and here at the Mr. Maple Show, we love doing cultivar highlights. We've got a full catalog of them here on the Mr. Maple Show. Make sure you're subscribed. We do a weekly cultivar highlight, and we do daily videos all about Japanese maples and gardening, so make sure you're subscribed.
Now you're probably asking, why in the heck are these guys talking about a Japanese maple out of leaf? It's because we're crazy. We love Japanese maples, and if you do too, you're in the right place. Now guys, the reason we're talking about this one out of leaf is because it is an interesting tree every single season of the year. Now, even out of leaf, Miss Piggy has these weird fasciations, these weird twists and contortions that kind of make this one a little more special to look at. Reminds me even a little bit more cactus kind of look to it this time of the year. But I think even right now when we're filming this is in February, it's a very interesting plant.
Yeah, it breaks the rules that we think about with a typical maple. Acer, when people think about what Acer is and Acer palmatum, it is buds that are side by side. And they're just like this on a branch. And the thing is about this is it starts getting these unusual alternating buds. But then those fasciations where you have flattened branching and twists and curls on the branching themselves gives a unique interest, especially when the tree is out of leaf. Now
we're here at a specimen size Miss Piggy. I actually got this one from Dick Vandermaat himself. He's the guy that named Miss Piggy. Definitely go watch our full podcast where we talk about the late great Dick Vandermaat. So many amazing introductions. Guys, this one is a very popular one of his, and the reason it got the name Miss Piggy is to get these corkscrew-like growths that come out of the base. So you get this pigtail-like growth to it. Absolutely amazing plant. Now, this one isn't in the Makawa family, but it should be for Makawa collectors. That growth rate keeps this one dense and compact. So you get a lot of growth that's more dense than your typical upright green. This tree right here we're standing beside is around 10 years old. So you can see it kind of keeps it more compact, having that fasciated growth.
Yeah, reaching about 6 to 8 foot in 10 years. It makes a good small to mid-sized tree for the landscape as well, giving you good green leaves during the spring and the summer. You get some really nice shades of red in the fall. To me, though, the thing that really makes this tree stand out is how unique and different this selection is. I mean, this is the same guy, Dick Vandermaat, who brought us Mila. And Miss Piggy, it's a home run hitter as well. It's easy for people to grow because it makes a perfect sized tree out there in the landscape, just that good small to mid-sized tree. But you get that extra thing that's just really unique with those sort of pigtail-like branches.
Now this one's going to work zones 5 through 9, exceptionally heat tolerant in full sun, even up to zone 8. It's not uncommon in early spring to get a little bit of a border around each leaf on this one, although it does emerge to kind of a dark green. Absolutely heat tolerant, durable. I've seen this one going up to full sun in zone 8, no problem. So very similar to Makawa Yatsubusa in its durability. Now this plant, it really shows out when it's out of leaf because you can kind of get up close, look at some of these structures. I love to take pictures of the branching. You know, Tim mentioned it, but one of the definitions of acers is that alternating bud pattern, and this one breaks that definition. Even though it is an acer, it kind of has this irregular pattern to it. I think that would make it an extra dope plant for a bonsai expert. Now, it would also make it the hardest bonsai ever, so you'd have to really play with it, but you get irregular branching, so it's going to come out of all different patterns, and I love this multi-stemmed approach to it. So an absolutely unique plant, whether you're growing it in a container or in the ground, or as a bonsai. I would love to see somebody that's an expert do this as a bonsai, though I think it would be incredibly dope.
Yeah, great place for that. It's a great tree for those small gardens. It's great for containers. Y'all, the bonsai thing is just next level. Think about those twists and those curves that you can get out of the pigtails, the fasciation on a bonsai. I mean, that just sounds electric.
You could also get such irregular branching. I think it would be so unique. You know, don't do it as a traditional, do it as a non-traditional palmatum bonsai, because I think one, it would root well, so you could get air layers of this and you could root off of it. But I think that irregular growth pattern is going to make it so funky. Like people are going to constantly come to this one and be drawn to it as it stands out. I might have to do one myself. I'm no bonsai expert, but maybe the irregular shape of this one will allow me some grace to be able to look like I know what I'm doing, because I can be like, hey, the branches are everywhere on this one. Because it's going to be super cool, but even then out of leaf, you're going to get those crested turns as it makes those fasciated sports. It continues to throw those on. Sometimes those can have big, almost hooks to them that are crazy looking. And like I said, its namesake comes from that pigtail coming out of the base. This one's starting to do that a little bit right at the base, so it kind of reminds me of the one in Dick Vandermaat's book.
Now, this does great in the Makawa garden. We've got all those dwarfs, a lot of dwarf Japanese maples around. One thing I like to pair this with is something like a more traditional lace leaf, like a Tamukiyama or a Crimson Queen. You're going to play off the actual cascading habit of those, but you're going to play off the colors as well. You're going to be red on those traditional red weeping lace leaves, where this is a green. But then when you look at the bark differences between them, you're just going to really gives you a unique and dynamic interest, showing how special Miss Piggy is.
Now, we mentioned this a lot, but this one has a multi-stemmed approach. So it's got a very multi-stemmed wide branching to it. Whenever possible, we love to get specimens like this on camera for you. I'll have to do an update clip when this one's in leaf and give you some video of it in leaf, but I love showing this one structurally out of leaf. Really unique. And again, you kind of get the feel for how this one's structured. We do have the white greenhouse back here as a little backdrop, so you get a little bit of play here going on. But really what makes this one so special, man, I even come look at this one in the snow. You get those weird crested growths growing out of that. It's just so next level.
Now, y'all, we love talking about Japanese maples here on the Mr. Maple Show. Make sure you're subscribed. And always remember, too, if this is currently out of stock, you can sign up on MrMaple.com to be notified when this tree becomes available again.
Kermit the Frog bought us out of all the Miss Piggy guys. You're going to love this one in your collection. It pairs well with so many dwarfs, and it just looks great in any collection. I think it's an easy one to find a spot for, sun or shade. Like I said, up to zone 8 in full sun, but you're going to have no problem with this one in a shadier spot. I like it in a container because it's going to be a master gardener stump plant. I mean, a lot of people are going to take a look at this, and they're going to think, what the heck is this thing, especially when it's out of leaf. A little easier to decide what it is in leaf, but out of leaf, oh my gosh, I think this could fool some complete maple experts.
Y'all, we really appreciate y'all jumping in today. Remember, if you want to support this channel, remember you can always shop on MrMaple.com.
Take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.